Today on Good Morning Maine, a man is likely to make his first court appearance this week following a shooting arrest in Milo.
Plus, several people have been left homeless and a business has been destroyed following a fire in Dedham.
And Maine voters will consider a trails bond that will help repair Maine's hiking trails and build more. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. They're also dealing with snowmobile trails, ATV trails, that kind of thing. A lot of them were badly damaged over the winter. So Maine voters will have a say if they want to spend the money to fix all of those. We'll also have some Earth Day trivia on this day. We did kind of so-so last hour. So we'll give it another try this hour.
Well, we got it 100%, but there were some, we in the midpoint,
we kind of knew the answers ahead of time. So this hour we won't know the answers, so we'll give it a try anyway. But first, a check of the forecast, and it looks like a great Earth Day out there today.
Beautiful day. Here's Devin Biggs with that forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. Our first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. All right, let's get into things this morning. This is a small craft advisory right here that's in effect until 2 p.m. this afternoon because of some active surf we're keeping an eye on along the coast at this time. Meanwhile, though, we're checking out the radar, and overall we had a little bit of moisture moving through recently. Looks like we have a little bit of snow flurry action in the northern parts of the state. That's going to be clearing out of here this morning, and we're going to see a good amount of sunshine today. Keep the sunglasses handy. You'll want those as you do travel, and it will also be windy out there as well, with some gusty winds getting up to around 30 miles per hour at times. We have one system dragging on to the east. There's another little secondary wave of energy right about in here, bringing a few snow flurries to the northern parts of the state, and that's going to be getting out of here pretty quickly this morning. Futurecast moving forward, a lot of sunshine in the way for us today. We'll be under a mostly clear sky coming up later on tonight, and a lot of sunshine again as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. Now the winds, here we are, sustained winds out of the northwest reaching up to around 50 miles per hour or so today. Notice the winds really back off later on tonight, but for tomorrow, here we go again. The winds will be on the increase yet again. Otherwise, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, a little windy out there. Temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank you, Devin. A man is facing attempted murder charges following an alleged shooting incident in Milo on Thursday evening. According to the Milo Police Department, police responded to the Pleasant River Road just after 6:30 p.m. for a weapon discharge call. The caller reportedly told dispatchers that his son-in-law, 53-year-old David Barry, was shooting a pistol at him. Police say all shots missed and Barry was taken into custody without incident. Police say Barry was found to be intoxicated and several firearms were removed from the residence. Barry was taken to the Piscataquis County Jail, where he currently is being held on charges of attempted murder, attempted aggravated assault, domestic violence reckless conduct with a firearm, and domestic violence criminal threatening with a firearm.
Well, meanwhile, a man is behind bars this morning accused of robbing people at 3 churches in southern Maine. Authorities say they received a report Sunday morning that a man was pointing a gun and asking people for money in the parking lot of a church in Parsonsfield. They soon received a report that the man was doing the same thing at churches in Baldwin and in Cornish. In one case, he allegedly entered a church and took money from the offering plate and also stole a woman's purse. According to the Department of Public Safety, police eventually found the suspect's vehicle and chased it into Bridgeton, where an officer forced it off the road and into a field. They say 27-year-old Connor McGlure of Auburn attempted to run away, but he was arrested and charged with robbery. Additional charges are now pending.
The second and final day of a 2-day hearing for convicted murderer Dennis DeShane unfolded at Knox County Superior Court on Friday. It included the cross-examination of another DNA expert. This hearing will determine if the 66-year-old DeShane will get a new trial. Alleged contamination of evidence and the protocol for collecting evidence at the 1988 crime scene were discussed at length during the hearing. At one point, Assistant Attorney General Don McComber showed the DNA expert a picture of Sarah Cherry's rope-bound hands being held by someone not wearing gloves while collecting evidence. Cherry is the victim in this case. DeShane is currently serving a life sentence with no parole for kidnapping, torturing, sexually assaulting, and murdering 12-year-old Sarah Cherry in 1988. This hearing is the latest of multiple attempts for a new trial. It's unclear when the court will deliver a decision.
A workshop was destroyed and multiple people have been displaced following a structure fire in Dedham Sunday afternoon. Our Grace Blanchard was also on the scene and has the story.
Crews raced to a residence along Yancey Drive in Dedham Sunday afternoon after reports of flames and smoke shooting out of the building.
About 2 miles away, we could see a huge black header. We advised a propane explosion. Reports of maybe fireworks, maybe some bullets going off on scene. According to the Dedham Lucerne Fire Chief, they could not confirm if fireworks or bullets were on scene. However, residents reported hearing popping sounds. The structure is a multi-use building that includes a working garage with a workshop and 2 apartments. Did confirm that the garage was being worked in earlier this afternoon. Homeowner left to go to the convenience store. While he was gone, family inside heard a loud pop and exited the building, saw the fire. The fire chief says everyone made it out safely and only one person sustained minor injuries from smoke inhalation. The fire is suspected to have started in the workshop. We know the machinery was being worked on. There's a skid steer in the garage, so we're not sure about that. But, you know, hardworking individuals with a nice workshop, lots of tools, lots of mechanical equipment in there. That's the loss. So. The chief says they were unable to salvage any equipment inside the workshop, and both apartments are a total loss. In Dedham, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, meanwhile, a devastating structure fire in Lee has left a small business a total loss. According to Lee Fire Chief Jay Crocker, the fire broke out at around 8 o'clock Friday morning in a building behind the Mount Jefferson Ski Loft Lodge. It was actually Chief Crocker who was the first one to see and report the fire to the dispatchers.
From a mile away, I could see the smoke and flames coming up them great big pine trees behind us. She was fully involved when we got here, and our biggest concern was the lodge behind me.
There were no injuries, and the ski lodge was mostly untouched from the fire, but the structure itself has been deemed a total loss. The building was a workshop that the owner had been using to build tiny homes.
The Maine Turnpike Authority is warning drivers about a scam involving someone trying to collect a debt owed for road tolls. According to a notice put out by the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, the scam involves a text message that appears to be from a state turnpike authority saying the person owes money for a toll and needs to pay now in order to avoid a late fee. Aaron Courtney from the Maine Turnpike Authority says a text message should be the first red flag.
So far in Maine, we have not heard from any of our customers that they've received these, but we have heard through the FBI that this is kind of going state to state. The first thing I would say is that the Maine Turnpike Authority doesn't send out text messages to any of our customers. So that would be the first thing, is that if you get a text message that says it's from the Maine Turnpike, it is not.
Courtney says if you receive a suspicious text message, you can contact the Maine Turnpike Authority at 888-MTA-PASS or by using the contact form on their website.
Always be suspicious, and it doesn't hurt to pick up the phone and call someone and say,
Definitely.
Hey, are you really asking me for money?
Right.
You hear about it from time to time. Sometimes they pose as being like police officers or whatever,
right,
trying to get your money. Anytime they're trying to get that, pick up the phone and call. And
right.
Check it out.
Yeah, state organizations will not go about it that way.
Right.
And it seems like these days anyways, anytime I get a text or anything requesting money or saying, oh, your account's about to be deleted. Oh no, you better act fast.
Right.
I'm like, why is this so urgent?
Yeah.
And why have I never heard about it before? So
Right.
I usually ignore it, unfortunately.
Be suspicious.
Right. Okay, the time now is 8:09. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, Senator Susan Collins is making national news as she passes a major milestone in her career.
We'll hear all about it, but first a check of that forecast. A beautiful day today on Earth Day, a mostly sunny day with highs near 48 degrees. Cold and clear tonight, lows dropping down to the mid-20s. Tomorrow even warmer, mostly sunny with highs near 58. We'll be right back.
Your credit union is with you wherever you go. We're right on your phone with digital banking. Check your accounts, deposit checks, or use your mobile wallet to make a purchase. Discover convenience at maincreditunions.org.
Transform your surroundings with Paramount Paving, located in Bangor. They are your paving and seal coating experts. Whether it's residential maintenance to full commercial projects, Paramount Paving delivers quality that lasts. Book before June 1st and enjoy a $250 Visa gift card upon completion of your next paving project. Call us today at 602-8931 or visit us at ParamountPavingLLC.com. Paramount Paving, setting the standard for excellence. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Hi, I need new tires.
Perfect timing. Right now, during our tire savings event, when you buy 3 tires, you get the 4th for only $1.
Wow, that's a great deal.
Right? Can you imagine finding a tire for less?
Sorry, honey. Mama needs a tire.
No, definitely not.
No.
Let's get you those tires.
Okay.
Right now, during our tire savings event, buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
If you're worried about fraud or identity theft, enjoy peace of mind knowing that your finances are safe and secure at a Maine credit union. Start protecting yourself today at mainecreditunions.org.
TMZ presents.
As soon as I saw him, it was like bang, 2 alphas hitting.
This is the beginning of a battle.
Schwarzenegger.
You killed 28 people in the movie. I killed 32.
Body count mattered.
Stallone.
We started something that I don't think exists anymore.
There's no two ways about that.
The epic rivalry that drove them to stardom.
You knew it was a bad script.
My agent said, you gotta give this to Sly.
He punked you. And I'm stuck with that forever.
TMZ presents Arnold and Sly, Rivals, Friends, Icons. Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Welcome back, everyone. Senator Susan Collins marked an incredible milestone in public service on Friday. Collins cast her 9,000th consecutive roll call vote in the Senate on Friday night. The achievement was recognized by colleagues and members across the aisle.
She has never missed a single roll call vote in her entire career. Who else can claim that? Raise your hands. Even the freshmen can't claim that. I congratulate Senator Collins on this historic accomplishment. It puts her in rare company in history of the chamber.
Again, 9,000 is remarkable. The Iron Senator.
Day after day, year after year, our senior most appropriator has demonstrated through her dedication, if you do your homework, you show up to vote, most everything else will fall in line.
Collins first entered the U.S. Senate back in 1996 and has never missed a roll call vote. Her 9,000th vote was on the Marshall Amendment to Foreign Surveillance Act House resolution. Collins ended up voting nay on that particular amendment.
From the mountains to the coast, flooding and washouts, severe storms this winter devastated large, you gotta keep scrolling for me, thank you, large stretches of our state. As we enter spring, an effort to help protect a multi-billion-dollar industry will be in the hands of voters this November. Asia Reed has more on Maine's damaged ATV and snowmobile trails.
Desperate need of repair. That's how the state's ATV and snowmobile clubs are describing many of Maine's trails right now. Snowmobilers in southern Maine barely had a season this winter due to multiple December and January storms that severely damaged their trails. Maine ATV President John Raymond says it's too much for clubs to repair on their own, as there's millions of dollars worth of damage.
This past year has been a difficult year for motorized recreation. Snowmobile and ATV, a lot of rain, a lot of damage.
That's why lawmakers and trails enthusiasts came together back in February to come up with the Maine Trails Bond. It would provide $30 million over the span of 4 years to maintain, design, and develop all types of trails across the state. And just this week, the Maine House and Senate voted almost unanimously to send it to the November ballot for voters. Josh Caldwell from Natural Resources of Maine says the bond is necessary, as trails are a vital component to the state's $3 billion outdoor recreation economy.
To really get to that next level and be a recreation destination, we needed to make this type of investment to make sure that towns can actually attract people in, but also so that people in communities can use trails to stay connected with their community.
President of Topsom Trail Riders, Jenny Little, says this effort could take some weight off of their shoulders.
It's an ongoing struggle for funding, and so this is going to be monumentous for clubs to have the opportunity to receive additional funding that they need to keep their trails to state standards.
If voters say yes to the referendum question in November, the funding would likely begin in mid-2025.
That was Asia Reed reporting. Meanwhile, Maine's 207 area code will likely stay as the state's sole area code for a little while longer. The Maine Public Utilities Commission has been monitoring the use of 207 area codes since 2018. As the number of service providers increased and the number of available numbers has dwindled. Commission Chair Philip Bartlett says the 207 area code has been in danger of exhaustion due to previous distribution practices that unnecessarily tie up large blocks of numbers without fully utilizing those blocks. He says the commission has worked with providers to end the use of this practice and extend the viability of the 207 area code.
So our current projection date is through 2033, which is great. Back in 2021, when we were looking at this, we were set to exhaust as early as 2025. So we've added 8 years just with the efforts we put in so far. And we're really becoming a model for the nation. There's a rapid use of area codes, which ultimately could be a problem for the whole country if we run out of the 10-digit numbers. I think folks around the country and at the FCC are following what we're doing pretty closely to see if this is part of a solution to increase the numbering pool nationwide.
Maine is one of only 11 states that still has only one area code.
All right, the time now is 8:16. After the break, a former Waterville mayor will soon open up a new restaurant in order to keep traditional family recipes alive.
That story plus your full weather forecast coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Come stop by Triple S Tack Shop, 315 Hamden Road, Carmel, for quality clothing and equestrian gear.
Simple principle. When selection gets low, savings tend to disappear. But now that there's a great selection, there are lots of great savings deals. So come to the Toyota Spring Savings Event, where you could get special low 4.75% financing for 60 months on select luxurious all-wheel drive Highlanders, which could save you up to $2,100. Great selection means great savings deals. At your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Anyone can choose to make a difference. You can help people succeed, rebuild after disasters, protect the environment, or feed the hungry. Not only will you make a difference for others, but for yourself. You can earn money for college, learn career skills, and make friendships that last a lifetime. Make a difference. Choose your future. Choose AmeriCorps.
It's time to show Mother Earth a little TLC, with today commemorating the 54th annual Earth Day.
Fox News correspondent Jackie Ibanez takes a closer look at this year's theme and how you can do your part to protect the planet.
Monday marks Earth Day, a time to celebrate the planet and increase efforts to protect the environment. And with this year's theme being planet versus plastics, advocates continue sounding the alarm about their massive impacts.
We produce more plastic than most people can imagine.
According to the United Nations, the world generates roughly 400 million tons of plastic waste every single year, much of which is made up of single-use plastics. For instance, 1 million plastic bottles are bought every minute around the world. But with less than 10% of plastic products being recycled, many wind up as trash in landfills or as litter in natural habitats. where they can take hundreds of years to break down into smaller bits.
Problem is, plastics are never just plastic. They have colors in them, they have fire retardants. These are all chemicals.
Those small microplastics can then end up in the water and food we consume. While more research needs to be done to determine any risks, a study from the World Wildlife Fund reveals people eat about a credit card size worth of plastic every week.
We're all becoming more plastic, even if we don't know what that means.
But the crisis may only get worse, with global plastic production expected to triple by 2050 if business and consumer habits go unchanged.
More people feel connected, and the more they know what their waste is, the more recycling programs will work.
To learn more about how you can take action this year, visit earthday.org. Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
Some more Earth Day trivia and things coming up, too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
In other news, a new Lebanese restaurant in Waterville is planning to open its doors in June, and dozens got a preview of its cuisine on Saturday, along with a taste of the history behind the recipes.
Our Callie Warren takes us to Meza.
The city of Waterville will soon welcome a new Lebanese restaurant. Meza's head chef, Tom Nail, served as Waterville's mayor in the 1980s and was a district court judge for decades. When Meza opens, it will provide traditional Lebanese cuisine to the Waterville community. For owners and operators, it's not just about the food, it's about family.
My grandfather, in the house that he owned, he had a brick oven, and he baked Syrian bread, as they called it at the time, for the entire neighborhood. So that means an awful lot to me, and also to my brothers and to my sister. It's awfully important.
Meza is the site of a former Lebanese restaurant that closed earlier this year. Waterville patrons got to try a taste of the new cuisine at their third soft opening event on Saturday, and the eatery's owners say they sold out in less than an hour.
It was a great experience, and watching all the people come in and serving to them was fantastic. Seeing how excited they were for the style of food.
Creating that concept, not just being another restaurant or, to be part of the community at the same time.
Meza is set to open in June. In Waterville, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
It's always good to have diverse restaurant options.
Yeah, it looks great too. I'd love to give it a try.
Yeah, I'm excited to try. There's another one newer one in Waterville that I want to try soon too.
Yeah.
It's a Greek restaurant.
I love Greek food
too.
Me
too.
Give me a nice gyro or something.
Yeah. Right? Good stuff. All right, the time now is 8:22.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast.
All righty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already this morning, a small crowd advisory is posted until 2 p.m. This afternoon along the coast because of active surf that we have our eye on. So just be ready for that throughout the daytime period today, at least until about 2 o'clock this afternoon when that expires. Wayfinds, there's a few active spots still out there, but closer towards shore, things are calming down just at around 2 to 3 feet according to the buoy. So this should expire today, barring anything with the gusty winds. We'll keep an eye on things throughout the daytime period today. But for now, a little bit of moisture passing through. We had one system that passed through recently, a few flurries in the northern parts of the state. This will be getting out of here pretty quickly. And if you like sunshine, we have plenty of that on the way for us today. We'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be windy out there from time to time as well, with wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour at times. But otherwise, the rest of the country looking pretty quiet. In fact, this system right about in here that's developing now across parts of the Dakotas will be our next system that we'll get in here later on this week, but we'll have to wait until Wednesday for that system to move on in. So futurecast for today, we'll see a good amount of sunshine, so get outside and enjoy the nice sunshine. Just be ready for the gusty winds at times as well. Under a mostly clear sky coming up later on tonight. And tomorrow we press repeat. A lot of sunshine, a little windy out there as well. We'll wait for the cloud cover that will start to move in as we head towards Tuesday night. By Tuesday night, we'll be under a partly cloudy sky as that rain starts to approach as we head towards Wednesday morning. So it's time this out. So we'll be watching the rainfall that will begin to move in as we head towards Wednesday morning. Mainly as rain for most of the day, but by Wednesday night as colder air begins to move in, a few snow showers cannot be ruled out. If there's any accumulations, it will be very brief and it'll melt very quickly. Pretty much a trace at best. It'll be out of here pretty quickly as we head towards your Thursday with the warmer temperatures and ground temperatures as well. So let's talk about the rainfall accumulations then. Some spots further off off towards the north. Can see around a half-inch rain before we're all finished up. And it's a little bit less farther down to the south, around a quarter of an inch before this all begins to wrap up. Otherwise, though, gusty winds on the way for us today, reaching up to 30 miles per hour at times. Notice how the winds back off pretty quickly by tonight. And then for tomorrow, more gusty winds on the way, reaching up around 25 to 30 miles per hour yet again. So for today, here we go. Upper 40s, mostly sunny and windy out there. Northwest wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Overnight tonight, middle 20s under a mostly clear sky, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Tomorrow, here we go. Upper 50s, mostly sunny and windy again, and a south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Scotts Recreation extended forecast. Rain chances on the way for your Wednesday. Highs in the low 50s. Lots of sunshine Thursday. Highs in the low 50s. And mostly sunny again for your Friday. Highs in the upper 50s.
Are you experiencing foot pain? Comfort Shoes & More has a team of experts trained in pet orthics to help you find relief. They offer tailored fittings, shoe modifications, customized orthotics, and much more for the ordinary or for the hard-to-fit foot, with fashionable and functional footwear from today's top brands: Hoka, Brooks, Keen, Teva, Taos, Ufus, and Birkenstocks. From running to walking, casual or dress, they have it all. Take the drive to Newport for a sit and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
Planet Oats, so creamy and not watery like.
Exactly, and unsweetened, has 0 grams of sugar.
And don't forget, it's an excellent source of calcium.
Wow, Planet Oat really has it all.
You guys are so right. No, you are.
No, you are.
No, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Jim Small Engine, Snow's Corner Road, Arlington, brings years of experience and a large parts inventory to make your engine as good as new. Lawnmowers, chainsaws, rototillers, wood splitters, generators, blowers, trimmers, and power washers will leave Jim Small Engines fully repaired, shiny clean, and ready to go. Jim Small Engines is an authorized dealer for these top brands and sells a wide array of used engines as well as new and used parts and accessories. Call Jim Small Engines at 825-3527. Check their website and like them on Facebook.
Is this the start of a dynasty?
Ryan Blaney is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
A redemption tour?
Ready to go to work.
Is this the face of a ruthless competitor or a villain?
I'd be your favorite driver.
Is it time for a breakthrough?
Let's go!
To get back to breaking stuff? Or is this the makings of the wildest ride you'll ever witness? It's all of the above, and it's about to go down. Any questions?
Welcome back, everyone. The House finally passing billions in assistance for Israel and Ukraine after months of struggle. Both aid packages passing overwhelmingly on Saturday, despite some opposition. The votes could put Mike Johnson's speakership in jeopardy, though, and he says it's all part of the job. Fox News senior congressional correspondent Chad Pergram has more.
After months of will they or won't they on Capitol Hill, the House voting on a series of aid bills for American allies. Separate bills provided assistance for Israel, Ukraine, and the Indo-Pacific. The House adopted all three with bipartisan support. Passage of aid to Ukraine greeted with cheers from Democrats, many of whom waved Ukrainian flags on the House floor. House Speaker Mike Johnson teeing up the bills despite threats to his speakership. He says the U.S. needed to act during a period of global instability.
Three of our primary adversaries, Russia and Iran and China, are working together, and they're being aggressors around the globe. If we turn our backs right now, the consequences could be devastating.
Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene previously vowed to call for Johnson's removal if he forced a vote on money for Ukraine. She left the floor Saturday without trying to oust the speaker. Johnson says he's not worried about his job.
I don't walk around this building being worried about a motion to vacate. We did our work here, and I think history will judge it well.
If Greene came at Johnson, it's unclear if Democrats would save the speaker, although some have already rallied to his defense.
He has stood up and to do the right thing because he recognizes that Congress and the House must govern.
The House rolled the bills into one package for the Senate. There, it faces concern from conservatives. A final vote in the Senate is likely Tuesday. On Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram, Fox News.
The U.S. providing more assistance to Israel as tensions in the region escalate. The House of Representatives passed a $26 billion funding bill for its key Middle East ally on Saturday. The legislation will go to the Senate and then ultimately to the president's desk. With rising tensions between Israel and Iran, there is concern that Iran's largest proxy, Hezbollah, could increase their ongoing attacks. Yesterday, rocket sirens were sounding along the border Israel shares with Lebanon after fresh Israeli strikes against Hezbollah. The United States continues to work behind the scenes in attempts to de-escalate tensions along the northern border there. The region is in the middle of an unpredictable chapter with a real possibility of the situation unraveling into a broader regional war.
And in just hours from now, former President Donald Trump will return to a Manhattan courtroom for opening statements in his hush money trial. Prosecutors and the defense will lay out their cases before the jury. Trump unable to campaign, but he is trying to use the trial to his political advantage. The New York District Attorney's Office is accusing him of falsifying business records to keep a porn star's claims of an alleged affair from damaging his electoral prospects. Trump has denied the allegations and pleaded not guilty. After opening statements, witness testimony will begin. Over the weekend, Trump forced to cancel his North Carolina rally in what would have been his first time he publicly addressed his supporters since the trial began. His campaign hours after that blasting in an email calling the trial rigged, saying 24 hours until I'm trapped in court. So it should be quite a big day there in New York City today. Also a big story today. Supreme Court is expected to decide whether banning homeless encampments is cruel and unusual. It's happening all across the U.S., including in Bangor, where they've had to move some of these camps away, and the Supreme Court will decide whether or not that practice is warranted or not, or whether it's cruel and unusual.
Gotcha.
So, big
Interesting.
story.
A contentious one, too.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, coming up on the second half of the newscast, did you know the average American consumes a credit card's worth of plastic each week? Whoops, we already heard this story. My bad.
We'll have some Earth Day trivia, though.
Yes.
We'll learn more about Earth Day, how it all began, and more, along with all the day's sports news. Coming up on Good Morning Maine. Don't go away.
People ask me all the time, does Lowry & Associates really get all of those clients, all of those big settlements? Yes, we do. And you know what else is true? I really am standing on top of this big truck.
When you smell the amazing scent of Gain Flings, time stops. And you realize you're in love.
Steve!
With a laundry detergent. Gain Flings, seriously good scent.
Brackish River Bistro, an American restaurant sharing the Winterport Winery and Penobscot Bay Brewery building in the heart of Winterport. We have an incredible breakfast menu running until noon, brunch specials lasting until 3 p.m., happy hour on Wednesday and Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Plus, we're open nightly for dinner and drinks. Take the drive to Winterport and taste what the Brackish River Bistro is all about. 279 South Main Street, Winterport. We look forward to seeing you.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Monday, April 22nd, 2024, and today is also Earth Day.
It was on this day in 1970 when the first Earth Day was celebrated. It was inspired by Senator Gaylord Nelson of Wisconsin, who had long been concerned about the deteriorating environment. He wanted to infuse the energy of student anti-war protests with the emerging public consciousness about air and water pollution. Before long, a new movement was underway, and April 22nd was chosen because it was a weekday between spring break and finals for most colleges. The focus of the effort quickly shifted from teach-ins at the nation's schools to public demonstrations and cleanups around America.
I think I was reading this morning, it was like 10% of the population in the U.S. participated in that first Earth Day. Just an unbelievable number. tens of thousands of people all around the nation. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. And at the time, there wasn't really much legislation protecting any environmental type of things. So they really created a movement.
Yeah, we were dumping all our sewage into the rivers. A lot of things. Chemicals. We're still doing some of that today, but things have greatly improved.
Right.
We'll learn more about Earth Day coming up, too.
Hey, before we move on, though, it's also beginning at sundown tonight. Passover begins, the Jewish holiday of Passover. So also just happy Passover to those who celebrate.
Yeah. Time for some history now. On this day, back in 1884, general laborer Thomas Stevens started his first bicycle trip around the world. Take a look at that bike, too. Must not have been very comfortable.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The journey took 2 years and 9 months to complete.
How did they get up there?
I don't know. They had to stand on something.
Oh, there's a ladder?
Okay.
Our cameraman Keenan has ridden one of those.
Yeah.
Oh, just a ladder. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody thought that'd be a good idea to have the big old wheel on there.
Yeah, somebody thought so.
All right, in 1864, Congress passed legislation that allowed "In God We Trust" to be inscribed on U.S. currency. In 1889, the Oklahoma land rush began at noon as thousands of homesteaders staked their claims. In 1954, the publicly televised sessions of the Senate's McCarthy hearings began. It was an effort to root out communism in the U.S. and also sparked a campaign of fear.
Didn't work really well. In 1976, Barbara Walters became the first female nightly network news anchor. In 1993, the U.S. Holocaust Memorial Museum was dedicated in Washington, D.C. to honor the victims of the Nazi extermination. In 2010, the Deepwater Horizon oil rig sank into the Gulf of Mexico 2 days after a massive explosion that killed 11 workers. It caused the largest marine oil spill in history. In 2016, world leaders from 175 countries gathered on Earth Day to sign the Paris Agreement. It was the first international accord that outlined steps to fight climate change and lower carbon levels by 2100. And when I said it didn't work really well about the whole McCarthy thing, I just think he was kind of like going a little crazy. And that's what I meant by that. Not that, oh, he didn't get all the communists.
Yeah, no, I understand. But, it kind of it pitted Americans against Americans. Everybody was spying on each other. And in the end, it just kind of...
Certain folks were targeted more than others.
Yeah. People in Hollywood, etc.
Right.
All right, for birthdays today, we have some kind of controversial figures. Rapper Machine Gun Kelly is 34 years old today. Actress Amber Heard is 38, as seen in Aquaman there. And actor Jack Nicholson is 87 years old today.
They're all kind of controversial, which is funny. Yeah, I love Jack Nicholson.
I love the picture there from The Shining as well.
Iconic.
So, happy birthday to all of them. We'll have some Earth Day trivia coming up in a few moments, but first another check of the forecast.
And what a good Earth Day it is.
Boy, if you have the day off today or if you're out taking part in any cleanups, they picked a good one for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Even if you do have to work, good day to get out on your lunch break, go for a walk.
Good idea.
Yeah. Here's Devin Biggs with that forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Monday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. All right, let's get into things this morning. This is a small craft advisory right here that's in effect until 2 p.m. this afternoon because of some active surf we're keeping an eye on along the coast at this time. Meanwhile, though, we're checking out the radar, and overall we had a little bit of moisture moving through recently. Looks like we have a little bit of snow flurry action in the northern parts of the state. That's going to be clearing out of here this morning, and we're going to see a good amount of sunshine today. Keep the sunglasses handy. You'll want those as you do travel, and it will also be windy out there as well, with some gusty winds getting up to around 30 miles per hour at times. We have one system dragging on to the east. There's another little secondary wave of energy right about in here, bringing a few snow flurries to the northern parts of the state, and that's going to be getting out of here pretty quickly this morning. Futurecast moving forward, a lot of sunshine on the way for us today. We'll be under a mostly clear sky coming up later on tonight, and a lot of sunshine again as we head towards the daytime tomorrow. Now the winds, here we are, sustained winds out of the northwest reaching up to around 50 miles per hour or so today. Notice the winds really back off later on tonight, but for tomorrow, here we go again. The winds will be on the increase yet again. Otherwise, your hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period, a lot of sunshine, a little windy out there, temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you, Devin. You ready for this?
I don't know.
Yeah, during the last hour, we did kind of,
We got all the answers.
We cheated, though, because we kind of knew it ahead of time.
No, that's just called studying.
By accident.
No, that's studying.
Okay, we don't know what's coming up this time, though. Our friend Devin Dagnall joining us now with some Earth Day trivia.
I'm ready.
Bring it on, Devin. What you got?
All right, Craig and Emma, we got Earth Day Trivia Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. We're going to start off strong. Our fifth question of the day. How many countries so far have celebrated Earth Day?
Oh, boy.
Is it A, 200, B, 192,
No.
C, 137, or 209?
These are all arbitrary. I'm going with...
I have to go do something that you're not, so I'm going to go with D. I don't know what you're picking.
Then you
Oh, did you pick
telepathically
D?
stole my answer.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, you guys are still both tied. You're both wrong. It was B, 192.
Okay.
Okay, well, arbitrary, like I said.
That was my second
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
So.
All right, so we'll move on to the next one. Let's see if one of you can squeak ahead. The United Nations has what name for Earth Day? Is it A, Earth Day, B, Arbor Day, C, Gaia Day, or D, International Mother Earth Day?
This feels like a trick question.
I think
Is
so.
it?
I'm going with A. It used to be Arbor Day,
Yeah.
but they changed it to Earth Day,
I
right?
agree, yeah.
So.
Well, Emma's cheating now. She picked Craig's answer.
No. No. He said it out loud.
Again, you are both wrong.
Is it Arbor Day?
No, it is D, International Mother Earth Day.
Well, there you go.
Okay, well, they're
It's-
just
it's on there.
complicating
See,
it
my
for
bad,
no
I have
reason.
the wrong answers,
Yeah.
but C, International Mother Earth Day.
Okay.
We're learning something new here today.
Something new.
Just,
Okay.
That's just silly.
Question 7. Approximately, how many people participate in Earth Day each year? I'm sorry, Emma, another arbitrary question for you. Is it A, everyone, B, 500 million, C, 1 billion people, or D, 5 billion people?
Okay.
Oh, boy. I'm just guessing a lot.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know how you would know these things. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm going with C this time.
I'm going with D, 5 billion.
1 billion.
How many?
Okay, well, it looks like Craig is in the lead with
Oh,
5 correct
yes.
answers with C, 1 billion people each year.
God.
That never happens.
Time for me to go home.
Yeah.
We got one more question,
sore
Emma.
loser.
One more
Okay.
question.
Can I wait? So I've lost fully at this point.
No, we've got
I
one
can't
more
make
question.
up any
You
time.
could tie it back up.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
See if we can tie it back up.
Okay.
All right, a little bit less about Earth Day, more just about the Earth in general.
Okay.
A single tree produces enough air to supply in its lifetime for how many people for a year?
Oh, boy.
Okay, I'll read that again. A single tree produces enough air to supply in its lifetime for how many people for a year? Is it A, 4 people, B, 3 people, C, 1 person, or D, 5 people?
I have no idea, but I'm guessing.
Boy.
Yeah, me too.
Let's see who can win.
Okay.
4 people. I'm saying
Were
4
those
people.
letters or were they numbers?
I did
Yeah.
A, 4 people.
Can we see the question again, sir?
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
It's A, 4 people, B,
Okay.
3 people,
Okay,
C,
I'm ready now.
1
Oh, there
person,
were
or
letters
D,
and numbers.
5 people.
Really testing you.
All right, I'm going with B
What was
this
B?
time.
Well, it looks like we're all tied up again.
Did I
We're
get it?
ending on a tie. Emma got A, 4 people.
Oh my God.
We have a tiebreaker, but I don't think it
Okay.
will
I
make
can
much
have
of
a
a
good day.
difference. Our one tiebreaker question is, what day is Earth Day?
April
Today,
22nd.
April 22nd.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Still tied. That concludes the segment, I suppose.
Love-
Great.
Lovely.
And
Okay.
I love the little studio there, Earth Day Central there.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
pretty
Can we
good.
see it again?
So, oh, somebody's talking to me?
Oh, what did?
Oh,
I
they're
won.
saying,
Breaking news?
yeah, they're
Yeah.
saying Emma won.
Yeah.
So,
Duh.
Emma won, I
you
guess.
win.
What do I win? You owe me a Diet Coke.
Yeah, I owe you a Diet Coke.
Cool.
All right. There we go. Boom. Thank you, Devin, for that. When we come back, Ryan Sudol will have all the day sports news.
Yeah.
Don't go away.
When Crockett's Excavation and Auto Repair want to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Crockett's Excavation, located in Ellsworth, does it all. Whether you're looking to clear a lot, put in a driveway or road, or establish proper drainage, Crockett's Excavation has you covered.
Febreze. Hi, I use Febreze Fade Defy Plug.
And I use this.
Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days.
50 days?
And its refill reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness. Febreze Plug.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home.
Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
Fires, floods, burst pipes. Disasters happen, but the mess they leave behind doesn't have to last. For 40 years, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration has been there to help Mainers get back to the closest to normal as they can. When your property is at its worst, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is at their best, and they have been for 4 decades. Put your trust in the Bouchard team. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest.
The Legacy Sandwich, where you can find quality homemade sandwiches that are made to order. When it comes to food, we take it seriously. That's why we serve shredded chicken and turkey on our sandwiches, and our bacon is cooked fresh daily. To pair with your sandwich, we also have a selection of homemade soups, macaroni salad, and baked goods for dessert. The Legacy Sandwich, voted Bangor's best deli sandwich shop for the past 12 years running. It's not just a sandwich, it's a legacy. Give us a call today.
Hi, Eastern Maine. Watch 25 Words or Less with me, Meredith Vieira, weekdays at 9 a.m. after Good Morning Maine on Fox 22.
Hey everybody, Ryan Soudal here. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's start on the stream. The Kenduskeag Extreme Race is a tradition that dates back nearly 60 years. And just as legendary as the race itself is its most famous obstacle. Take a look.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nearly 750 paddlers took on the rough water Saturday for a Maine institution, the annual Kenduskeag Extreme Race.
We're pretty friggin' pumped, man. I think this is going to be a great day.
It's crazy. It gets cold, but it's so much fun.
The adrenaline rush is very much real, and you kind of just don't have time to be nervous.
That is until you reach the vaunted, daunting, most heralded and feared part of the Kenduskeag, 6 Mile Falls.
It's the first thing I thought about when I woke up this morning. It really, the image of it is just burned into my mind.
Some conquer, some fail. But what are the keys to making sure you don't end up on the blooper reel? Future Kenduskeag paddlers, take note.
You don't close the coffin. Closing the coffin is when you're going up and you're tipping, and then you grab onto that high side of the boat to like tip it back upright. Because if you grab that high side of the boat, you're just going to roll it over.
Stay all the way left on the upper falls.
We went the wrong way last year. My sister says, go right. So we went right, and we crashed. And then she says, no, I meant my right.
So with that said,
communication, paddling together, not against each other.
But even with all these strategies you'd find in a Kenduskeag Extreme Survival Guide, there's one thing that seems to be agreed upon that's definitely not in the books.
Just YOLO, send it through.
Just send it, dude.
Send it and pray.
Even 92-year-old Ed Colburn, the founder of this race back in 1967, agrees.
Just paddle easy. Enjoy it. Water's not too cold if you do go in.
Love talking to that guy. Love covering the race. Let's head up to Orono now for the Black Bear Bash. A bunch of events going on at UMaine Saturday. Let's start with this. Have you ever wanted to own a piece of game-worn Black Bear apparel? Well, you had the chance to. On the floor of Alphon Arena, Maine Athletics hosting their first athletic apparel sale since the pandemic, including, as we mentioned, game-worn jerseys, used hockey sticks, shoes, pullovers, you name it. Hundreds of people flooded the entrance when it opened in the morning to get this stuff at a fraction of what it costs in other places. Hockey jersey, just $30, sign me up. It's their way of cleaning out the clutter while also giving back to the community.
It's helping out. It's getting, our brand out in the community, having our fans get to own a piece of Maine Athletics, something that they can't just buy in the store. It's something nice too. It's collecting dust on our shelves, so why not get it out there? Every time we play a game, we want to see this building absolutely filled with our jerseys, so what better way to get them out there?
Now let's hit the diamond. Maine baseball and softball with home games Saturday. Softball a doubleheader against UMBC, and baseball trying to even their series against Ryder. Let's go to Mahaney. Diamond, Maine trying to also avoid losing their 5th game in a row. Let's start bottom 5. No men on for Maine, down 4-3 until Jeremiah Jenkins blasts one into right, and it is out of here. We are tied up at 4. Let's go to the top of the 8th now. It's 7-7 with riders Brian Scatini up. He hits one into the gap in left center. Jack Winsett and Richie Sika score, and it's 9-7. Bottom 9 now, it's 9-8. Tying run in scoring position for Logan Burrell. He lines out to Matt Leahy. It's short to end it. Maine falls 9-8, and they drop the series. And now over to Keswick Field for Game 1 of Maine softball's UMBC double feature. Bottom 6, Maine's Anna Marguedes up with the score 7-5 Retrievers. She flies out to center, but Kira Habadali tags and scores to pull them within 1. Top 7 now, a player on for UMBC's Amaya Carroll, and UMBC you later. 2-run shot into left, and it's 9-6. Later on, crazy play here. Ashley De La Guardia singles to left. Julia Colton gets into third, but Amaya Lundy's going to go there too. She rushes back to second. Maine's Kennedy Priest to Katie Jo Murray there. She's safe. Now here comes Colton from third, and she is safe at home. It's now 10-6 Retrievers, and they win Game 1 10-7. And now to Game 2 we go. Top first, UMBC's Haley Luganbill flies one out to left. The play is made there, but here comes Ella Squares on the sac fly to make it 1-0. Bottom first, Maine's Gabby Popushka at the dish, and they try to pick off Krista Francie over at third, but the throw goes awry. She runs home to tie the game up at 1. 2 down now, runners on second and third, but Kaya Matter says it doesn't matter where the runners are. She strikes out Kat Fallon to escape the jam. UMBC goes on to win and sweep Maine 8-7. All right, that's all the time we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Protect your vehicle from rusting away with Bell's Automotive Protection. We are the leader in mobile undercoating and rust proofing in Maine. We'll travel right to your driveway using the best and safest products on the market. This is much safer than rubberized coatings that can cause damage later on. We spray all types of vehicles, including commercial fleets. We all know vehicles aren't cheap anymore. Don't let the harsh winter chemicals eat them away. Call us or visit our page for a free quote. 207-659-3805.
Refine, your local expert in window and door installation, carpentry repairs, and commercial facilities management. At Refine, we're proud to offer Maine-made Paradigm windows crafted with care and precision to ensure quality and durability like no other. From quaint cottages to bustling businesses, let us refine your space with our signature Maine-made touch. Trust Refine to exceed your expectations every time. Contact us today and let Maine craftsmanship elevate your home or business. Rise with Refine.
Sometimes your work shirt needs to be for more than just work. Like when it needs to be a big, soft shoulder to cry on. Which is why Downy does more to make clothes softer, fresher, and better. Downy, breathe life into your laundry.
Mesothelioma is more than a ravaging illness. It is a disease that can ruin a family's finances and is never the victim's fault. The law offices of Joe Bornstein has been fighting and winning for Maine families for nearly 50 years, and we've collected over $500 million for injured Mainers. If you or a loved one is a victim of mesothelioma or asbestos-related lung cancer, call Joe today for a free case evaluation and to learn about your family's legal rights. Dial 207-CALL-JOE or online at joebornstein.com.
I just want to know if I have a crush.
Love is a funny thing.
I'm both threatened and delighted by your brain. She makes me crazy.
That's where it starts.
Weekdays at 4 on Fox 22.
Scientists in California have been busy assembling a 3,200 megapixel camera that will soon be perched atop Cerro Pachon, an 8,900-foot mountain in Chile. How about that?
Once installed, the Legacy Survey of Space and Time camera will be able to produce about 1,000 images and 15 to 20 terabytes of data every night, helping scientists study dark energy, dark matter, and distribution of galaxies and more. The first images from the camera are expected in 2025.
Very interesting. I'll look forward to seeing all about that later on.
Yeah.
In the meantime, it looks like a beautiful day ahead.
It
Can't
does.
wait to get out there and enjoy a little sunshine today.
Yep, I'm definitely going to go on an extended walk.
There you go.
Here's Devin Biggs with that forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Already this morning, a small crowd advisory is posted until 2 p.m. This afternoon along the coast because of active surf that we have our eye on. So just be ready for that throughout the daytime period today, at least until about 2 o'clock this afternoon when that expires. Wayfinds, there's a few active spots still out there, but closer towards shore, things are calming down just at around 2 to 3 feet according to the buoy. So this should expire today, barring anything with the gusty winds. We'll keep an eye on things throughout the daytime period today. But for now, a little bit of moisture passing through. We had one system that passed through recently, a few flurries in the northern parts of the state. This will be getting out of here pretty quickly. And if you like sunshine, we have plenty of that on the way for us today. We'll see lots of sunshine. It'll be windy out there from time to time as well, with wind gusts up to 30 miles per hour at times. But otherwise, the rest of the country looking pretty quiet. In fact, this system right about in here that's developing now across parts of the Dakotas will be our next system that we'll get in here later on this week, but we'll have to wait until Wednesday for that system to move on in. So futurecast for today, we'll see a good amount of sunshine, so get outside and enjoy the nice sunshine. Just be ready for the gusty winds at times as well. Under a mostly clear sky coming up later on tonight. And tomorrow we press repeat. A lot of sunshine, a little windy out there as well. We'll wait for the cloud cover that will start to move in as we head towards Tuesday night. By Tuesday night, we'll be under a partly cloudy sky as that rain starts to approach as we head towards Wednesday morning. So it's time this out. So we'll be watching the rainfall that will begin to move in as we head towards Wednesday morning, mainly as rain for most of the day. But by Wednesday night, as colder air begins to move in, a few snow showers cannot be ruled out. If there's any accumulations, it will be very brief and it'll melt very quickly. Pretty much a trace at best. It'll be out of here pretty quickly as we head towards your Thursday with the warmer temperatures and ground temperatures as well. So let's talk about the rainfall accumulations. In some spots further off towards the north, can see around a half-inch rain before we're all finished up. And there's a little bit less further down to the south, around a quarter of an inch before this all begins to wrap up. Otherwise, though, gusty winds on the way for us today, reaching up to 30 miles per hour at times. Notice how the winds back off pretty quickly by tonight. And then for tomorrow, more gusty winds on the way, reaching up to around 25 to 30 miles per hour yet again. So for today, here we go. Upper 40s, mostly sunny and windy out there. Northwest wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour at times. Overnight tonight, middle 20s under a mostly clear sky, with the wind overall looking nice and calm. Tomorrow, here we go. Upper 50s, mostly sunny and windy again, and a south wind getting up to about 30 miles per hour. Scott's Recreation extended forecast. Rain chances on the way for your Wednesday. Highs in the low 50s. Lots of sunshine Thursday. Highs in the low 50s. And mostly sunny again for your Friday. Highs in the upper 50s.
Crockett's Excavation and Auto Repair, located in Ellsworth, does it all. Whether you're looking to clear a lot, put in a driveway or road, or establish proper drainage, Crockett's Excavation has you covered. Crockett's Excavation takes pride in the fact that our work stands the test of time. Reach out today for a free estimate.
Make your boating experience even better with a Shoremaster boat lift from Hammond Lumber Company. One of the best choices you can make to protect your boat and maintain your boating lifestyle. A Shoremaster boat lift makes cleaning your boat easier and provides more convenient access too. Hammond Lumber has all the accessories you need, from lighting packages and canopies to motor systems, including Shoremaster's exclusive Whisper Winch. Take your boating experience to the next level with a Shoremaster boat lift from Hammond Lumber Company.
Hey Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Local weekly winners receive prizes from Chase's Family Restaurant and Hideaway Lounge, or from Chick-fil-A. Register now at foxbangor.com. You Pick 'em Red Sox is sponsored by Blind Faith Tattoo, Bangor, K&M Auto, Holden, Old Town Redemption Center, and Twin City Tile Brewer.
I'll do it in 15. I want to play, so I'm going to say 12. What?
25 words or less.
NYC.
Broadway.
Island.
Manhattan.
You know, Amber, you wanted to play, baby. You played.
Watch and win.
One word left.
Shopping.
Shopping cart.
Boom. Every weekday. Did you see it, Amanda?
I'm impressed every time.
Weekdays at 9 on Fox 22.
Crockett's Excavation and Auto Repair, located in Ellsworth, does it all. Whether you're looking to clear a lot, put in a driveway or road, or establish proper drainage, Crockett's Excavation has you covered. Crockett's Excavation takes pride in the fact that our work stands the test of time. Reach out today for a free estimate.
Team
Swizzle does it again. The pop star breaks Spotify records after she released a new double album on Friday. Taylor Swift breaks Spotify's records for most streamed musician and most streamed album in a single day. The streaming platform announced the news on X that her album was the first to have over 300 million streams in one day.
Wow.
Her Fortnite collab with Post Malone also became Spotify's most streamed song in one day. And on Friday, Swift also announced 15 extra songs would be released on the album, bringing the total to 31 tracks in all. That's a lot of new music.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you are a Taylor Swift fan or love a Taylor Swift fan, you've definitely already heard about it, because I think a lot of people are really excited and really impressed with this album.
Yeah.
Per usual. And the Atlanta Humane Society held a Taylor Swift-themed kitten listening party on Friday to celebrate the release of her new album, The Tortured Poets Department. While fans listened to her new music, they could play with the kittens who are looking for their forever homes. Attendees were just asked to bring a donation for the animals.
I bet there were a lot of awes.
What a really creative way to fundraise. That's wicked cute.
Great idea.
It's kitten season. They're out and about.
Sure is.
All right, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. on ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Have a great day, everyone.